Hello everyone and welcome to a very special review here on Jurassic Collectibles. So today, as you can see, we have got the brand new sauropod released from Mattel. As you can see on the packaging, this is the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Apatosaurus, exclusive to Smiths in Europe, Ireland and also the United Kingdom. Before we open this one up, massive shout out to Jurassic Collector, also known as Kian, who debuted the world first look at this figure in a really awesome review. So if you want to take another look at this figure after our review today, go over and check out his review, link in the description down below. But without any further ado, let's crack this thing open. I'm always very nervous about opening nice packaging. There we go. There we have it. So, there, as you can see, is the Legacy Collection Apatosaurus packaging. I'll stitch in a better photo of the vertical aesthetic for the packaging. If we just twist it over, so you can see there is a better look at the horizontal version. So vertical packaging and horizontal packaging, two different versions depending on the shelf space in stores. You can see the dimensions, 41 inches long. I'm not sure how tall this figure is. It is from the Jurassic World Legacy Collection. It is a part of the Dino Facts app. And this packaging is beautiful. This is the gorgeous Jurassic World Legacy Collection packaging we've come to expect, with the logos, the really nice artwork treatment complete with Zack and Gray in the gyrosphere, obviously graphics giving us a sense of scale of the Apatosaurus, and other packaging details which help us to get a sense of what this figure is going to be like when we've got it out of the box. So, with that said, I don't want to waste any more time. I am really excited about this one. So, let's crack it open and take a look at the Apatosaurus. Okay everyone, so welcome back to this absolute behemoth of a figure. The Apatosaurus is huge. I have completely changed my studio setup to accommodate this. It is the biggest thing I have ever filmed in this room. It is crazy. And to just emphasise how crazy the scale of this figure is, I thought we would actually start with the size comparisons. So here is Dr. Alan Grant. You can just see on the camera that comparison. This thing is huge. It's like 3 figures tall. If we bring in a Velociraptor, you can see we've got the Escape from Isla Nublar Velociraptor. Again, dwarfed by the Apatosaurus. It doesn't stop there. I've got more comparisons for you. The Indominus Rex, one of the larger, sort of medium to large size carnivores we've received in the line. Dwarfed by the Apatosaurus again. And then lastly, of course we had to do a comparison, the Brachiosaur. We'll bring its neck down for this to make the comparison fairer. You can see the Brachiosaur's about the only dinosaur that's evenly matched there, as you can see. So the Apatosaurus is an absolutely gigantic figure. I cannot get over how long this figure is. We're going to do this review a bit differently because it's so big. It's not practical for me to talk you through everything from afar like we usually would do, so there'll be a lot more cuts to show you B-roll and different details of the figure. I will start here first in this large overview, and we'll take a look at the articulation. So you can see the neck goes back and forth. You've got that kind of movement. I don't think the joint rotates. It doesn't feel like it wants to. The head is on a ball joint. You've got an opening jaw, and we'll take a closer look at that. You've got 4 legs that move fairly well. They don't go in and out, just forward and back. The tail, again, on that kind of rocker joint, and you can swivel the tip there as well. It's a good range of motion. The Apatosaurus has got a lot of articulation packed in, and it also has a decent amount of detail. Now, this isn't your high-end Amber Collection figure, but you do have to remember that this figure retails for £50. So for £50, you are getting a lot of plastic. So the head is pretty well detailed. You have a lot of really, really nice sculpt details. You can see the mouth opens and you've got the teeth, the gums, the jaw, all of the folds and additional details around the face. Then the neck has got some really, really nice wrinkling, really helps to make it feel dynamic. And you also have a really, really nice white paint pattern which continues along the neck all the way down the back through to the figure's tail, and also adds some additional detailing around the legs. So good paint ups there all in all. The body of the figure is thick, it's bulky, and it feels a lot like the one we see within Jurassic World. Obviously the colour here, the colour scheme, the lime green underbelly, which we'll look at, and the dark green body isn't the most accurate colour scheme. There could have been more accurate colour choices, but in terms of the visual appearance, this feels a lot like the animal in Jurassic World. The body in particular kind of has all the folds you see up close in Gyrosphere Valley, which is really, really nice. The legs have got plenty of detail and texture in them as well. Unfortunately, no paint on the toenails here, but there's nice folds and creases throughout the figure's body. And again, like I said, some nice additional paintwork on the hind legs here. And then that detail is carried forward into the tail, where you have got some nice paint apps again, some nice texture work, some fantastic additional detailing, which then carries all the way into the tip of the tail, which curves, but can also be rotated either way, which is quite a nice option. So it feels like there's a little bit more articulation here compared to the Brachiosaurus, which is really, really cool to see. In terms of other notable details, that's really it for the Apatosaurus. This is the kind of figure where you're paying for the stage presence, the scale compared to other animals, more so than necessarily the details. It is worth noting this animal is on the Dino Facts app, and it does also have the Jurassic World stamp of approval. So, with all of that said, the Apatosaurus is absolutely a figure you do not want to miss. This kind of huge scale animal is something which I would have never imagined Mattel doing, and really it still blows my mind that we've been able to get both this and a Brachiosaurus out of the Legacy Collection. I mean, these figures are just huge, and again, those comparisons earlier and some of the ones on screen now just go to show how huge this figure is. I really think this is going to be popular. I don't know that we will see something like a Mamenchisaurus, because I feel like this is probably slightly more recognisable than that. But honestly, at this point, who knows what the future holds. So, Apatosaurus, available now in the UK, Ireland and Europe via Smiths. If you're in the US, hold fire for now. This figure will be coming in the near future. But as I say, fantastic figure. incredible scale, and for £50, if you're looking for a showstopper for your Jurassic collection, then you really cannot go wrong. I had some misconceptions about the sculpt initially, but now I've got this figure in person, I am over the moon with it, and just the sense of scale that it brings to my collection. So, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this look at the Apatosaurus. I hope I've managed to do it justice to some extent. If you have enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a like. If you want to subscribe here on Jurassic Collectibles, that would be awesome. And until the next video, guys, take care and have a great week.